I thought it would be a good time to check in and tell you a few things that are happening with my project, tackling food insecurity in Africa through the gene modification of whitefly and AI. So, here are a few things that are happening with my project to keep you updated. At the end of every week, I check in with you all through this vlog series to update you on the project, what I've accomplished so far, and the next steps toward achieving the United Nations goal of SDG 2, zero hunger. So, let's dive into week 3. So I started off this week with an exchange with Michael Snyder, the head of the Snyderlab at Stanford University, and he referred me directly to Professor Dinesh Kumar of UC Davis. He explained that most experts in whitefly and Cassava Mosiac disease, CMD, are based in Africa. But given my O1 US visa application that will allow me to fulfill my dream in the US, he recommended a US-based professor. So Professor Dinesh Kumar connected me with Professor Vincent Fong Dong from Delaware State University, a leading US expert on CMD, and Professor Yen Wen Ku from UC Davis for the whitefly aspect. Both responded positively, and I actually got a call with Professor Fong Dong at the same week. In fact, Professor Fong Dong agreed to be my preceptor, provided I secure a grant, such as from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. I have a call with Professor Ku scheduled for next week. I also had exchanges with Stanford University's bioengineering researchers this week, including Dagny Reese, who provided valuable feedback on working with model organisms. Ahead of lab experiments, this is good knowledge to know because she suggested running proof of principle experiment with Drosophila due to the unique challenges that whiteflies present. This advice will help guide my lab work as I move forward, ensuring I start with solid foundations for these trials. Bernard from the FAO, Food Agriculture Organization, offered strategic advice on focusing at the policy framework level instead of just micro-level best practices. He emphasized the importance of aligning the project with sustainable intensification approach, which is about increasing agricultural productivity while preserving natural resources. He directed me to explore the resources from the HLPFSN, especially their report on youth engagement in food systems, which aligns perfectly with my goal of driving change through youth-led platforms like Youthtopia. An announcement coming next week on that. I'm also actively pursuing grant opportunities, and I will consult with my network at Villars in Switzerland to fund the lab trial phase. These resources are critical as I prepare to move forward with the whitefly and Cassava Mosiac disease research. So what's the plan for next week? Gain takeaways from my call with Professor Yen Wen Ku to discuss the whitefly aspect of my project. Focus on consolidating the scientific and policy aspects recommended to me by Julien de Meyer and Bernard Lemar. Both have backgrounds from the FAO. And after consolidating on those fronts and taking action, consulting my network to help secure grants to allow my lab trial phase to begin. Follow up again on the International Institute for Tropical Agriculture, or IITA, as per Julian's advice, to strengthen collaborations in Africa. Start preparing for the actual lab trial by preparing proof of principle experiments based on Dagny's recommendation, including model organisms like Drosophila. As always, feedback is appreciated from experts who believe they can contribute, or those who might be interested in joining this radical collaboration to solve food insecurity. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.